Hi, I'm VALERIU COADṳν, and I found out that Adi released a new music video called Distract VALERIU COADṳν, which is probably a response to the song Distract Orange Blue that I released.
It's time to tell the whole truth about Valeriu Pipilal, who thought he was a ripe pea, the nose like a house Eve. And oh yeah, he's 57 years old. You got it, right?
It's not true, right? He copied my intro, even my instrumental. It's time to tell the truth.
It's time to tell the whole truth.
It's not that bad, but why is it only 13 seconds? That's all you managed, Adi. It seems he said I got in trouble. Let's see.
Okay, I'm joking. I won't do a diss back to Valeriu now because as bad as this diss sounds, even a dog's barking sounds better.
Yeah, this dog. Really, buddy, it's funny, but Adi, no, in terms of flow and lyrics, this is my best track. The followers liked it in the comments, so I don't know what you mean.
We'll react to this diss and look for mistakes since there are plenty right from the start.
You're a mess. The mistakes aren't here.
Today we'll make mistakes in the Orange Blue diss track. In case you don't know what's going on, we, the members of Orange Blue, set up a series of pranks for Valeriu.
What's with that silly photo? My nose isn't as big as Pinocchio's. Me.
Eugenie put a firecracker in the toilet while he was using it. Yeah, that happened. Andrea did a rose challenge on TikTok. Silviu messed up the mannequin with Andrea. She's a pumpkin head. Yeah, Silviu is a wimp. Rose even put pink on his head.
I want it said like he just did some harmless things, like he just flicked me and I got upset. These are the craziest pranks you can pull, just imagine them. Eugen threw a firecracker while I was in the bathroom and showed my privates all over the internet. Or Andrea, who gives me bruises because I'm skinny. Or even worse, Silviu, who messed up Andrea Bostanica for me. You can't erase that now or take it back. Or Adi, who poured paint on my head. Imagine how you would feel if this happened to you in real life.
Logical reasons why Valeriu should be upset, right? But the idea is different. You see, all these pranks came as a response from us. For all the nonsense and jokes that Valeriu was making during the filming.
For us, this is nothing new.
Valeriu was often in front of or behind the camera, pulling pranks and frequently making jokes about my body.
Come on, leave it. Let me be, just wait. In the last episode, what did I say? Get rid of that fluff, it's not a beard. We're better off without it. Write it down and comment below. Adi, shave off the fluff because you're getting too carried away. And Adi, what's with this hair?
During filming, he often joked about me and Andrea, even though he knew it bothered us. Adi...
He did it. Right with Andre, right? Yes, it's true. I make fun of them too, just like they make fun of me. Because Andrea Bostanica doesn't like me. Believe me, they make these jokes much more often than I do. I just throw them back.
He always mocks Silviu and just doesn't want to believe that Silviu is from Mexico. That he's from Mexico?
Look at your expression, at your face. Silviu from Mexico? Silviu is not from Mexico. How could he be from Mexico if his last name is Boincianu? Is that a Moldovan or Romanian name? If he was from Mexico, he would be Silviu Boncianu. My last name is Coaďân. Do you think I'm from Mexico? Of course not, just like Silviu isn't.
Anyway, there are a lot of moments that you don't see. Actually, no.
These are all the moments. Adi is exaggerating without clear evidence.
We thought that with these pranks that we would pull on him, he would finally get the idea behind them and calm down. But no, because Pipilao, I don't know, wait, big bladder E.
You can't pee with this guy, Adi.
He hasn't responded to messages, missed the Orange Blue shoots, and no one knows anything about him. And one day out of the blue, we woke up with an Orange Blue diss track on his channel. So I say today we should listen to him and see what the author has to say, right? Let's take a look.
He'll definitely joke at my expense, but Adi, I have high expectations for you.
So this video starts with Valeriu appearing on screen through an explosion, okay? By the way, if you haven't figured it out yet, that explosion is from the Upat Asha video. Actually, the shots one after another look like this.
It's time for me to tell you the truth about myself.
All right, Orange Blue.
You won't get rid of me that easily. Adi, I have higher expectations from you. I'm waiting for some stronger jokes. I know I should hate on Adi, but I'm going to support you. Even if he talks badly about me, let it be something more.
With more talent.
I can laugh at myself if it's a good enough joke. Come on, Adi, you can do better than that. By the way, hit the like button. It doesn't cost anything and it only takes a second. That means a lot to me. So if you're not too lazy, hit the like button. It's time for me to tell you the truth about the Orange Blue members.
So, he suddenly appears dramatically in a studio, comes up to the microphone as if he wants to pour out everything on his mind. He wants to tell the truth, so let's listen to him, right?
Why? Adi, Andrea, do you remember his name? You keep asking me.
Valerio, you should see a doctor because you often forget things like Silvio being from Mexico, and now you've even forgotten his name.
The point was that Silvio is so irrelevant that I forgot his name.
Do you sometimes forget to wash yourself too? Wait, I said no. This isn't a diss against Valerio, okay?
How is this not a diss? Then what did you do at the start of the video?
Let's move on.
Valerio once a year. What? Because the hour changed this year? Well, that was funny. In general, videos where animals are goofy are always funny.
What was with that sound? It was supposed to sound like a machine gun, something really aggressive, but it sounded like a rusty chainsaw.
Adi is evolving. That was funny. By the way, if you still haven't managed to see the song Distract Orange Blue, then I recommend you check it out by clicking the first link in the description, because there's a chance I might have to delete it soon. So if you haven't seen it yet, you can check it out now.
So I opened the works, you can see it directly on Adi.
I had high hopes for you, Valerio. I truly expected some creative punchlines. From you, I expected something, I don't know, to pick on anything else, but you went straight for it. Like from the first verse, you just picked on the fact that I'm chubby. Chubby.
That's putting it mildly, Adi, you're fat. But if we're being more serious, that's the subject that defines you. There can't be a diss where I make jokes about you without making jokes about you. It doesn't make any sense.
It's such a cliche that it doesn't even bother me now when it starts. Go ahead, make all the jokes you want.
Are you sure, Adi? Adi, you allowed me to make these jokes, so now it's my moment. I'll be right back. Are you ready, friends? Adi is so fat that when he walks in front of a TV, you miss 3 episodes of your show. Adi is so heavy that when he jumps in a boat, it becomes a submarine. Some say it could turn into a Zumbarin. Adi is so fat that he can reach into his right pocket and come out through his left pocket. Joking aside, I said in an episode of Orange Blue that I wouldn't make these kinds of jokes anymore, and I kept my word. In the future, I won't make jokes about you, about the fact that you're fat or that you're not handsome. I haven't made those kinds of jokes in a few months. But they provoked me with their pranks and I couldn't help but respond. I couldn't just let them walk all over me. When someone behaves badly, they need to get what they deserve in return.
Thanks for watching. I'm still struggling with money, but at least my apartment has a balcony unlike someone else's.
My apartment doesn't have a balcony, but this limousine does.
This is an old video. The apartment I live in now has a balcony. But this balcony flex is really weird. Are we competing? Who has the bigger balcony or what are we doing? By the way, we're very close to 800,000 subscribers, so if you like what I do, know that you'll help me a lot if you hit the subscribe button. So go ahead and subscribe.
When it comes to running, Adi, I definitely can't beat you.
You can't beat me at running. Maybe that's why you took my treadmill for the U-Potasha video and still haven't returned it. I'm waiting, by the way.
I brought the treadmill back, but to his studio, not all the way home. Well, he doesn't use it anyway.
I paid it off long ago, so it's no longer on credit. Anyway, I'm choosing congratulations.
Adi.
And by the way, I'm actually thinking about buying the next one, like selling this one and getting myself something much better, but your hand still smells like the trolley pole. Oh, fine, maybe my Renault is on credit, but it was still my Renault when you always asked me to drive you home after filming, right? Back then, you didn't say anything about it.
There's absolutely no problem with having a Renault or any other car. I like Renaults. My father has a Renault. In general, I've never understood people who brag about having a more expensive car or a more expensive house. I don't think that's nice. I come from an ordinary family with ordinary problems. I'm content with what I have. It's not right to drive a Renault but make songs about Porsche. You're bragging about something you don't have.
I sing about Porsche because I want a Porsche. At least I sing about things I can still get in life. Unlike you who writes love songs for Andrea Bostanica, someone you'll never get.
That was really painful. Let me tell you the truth about this song that I sang at the first Orange Blue concert, but I never released it. It's a romantic song that I worked on for a long time. I worked with 5 people, lyricists, and music producers. It cost a lot of money. Anyway, it's a song that I made for Andrea Bostanica, and I made it with all my heart. I wanted Andrea to hear this song, to understand how I feel about her, and to go out with me on a date. I made a romantic song even though this is not my style at all. I'm more energetic, more bombastic, and I wanted to release it, but something very serious happened. Marutza asks Andrea who she gets all those roses from on TikTok. And look at how she responds.
Well, who sent them? That's the question.
There are so many nasty rumors, which really upset me, that several people are sending them to me, that several, how should I say, boys are sending them to me. I find it very strange. No, I've never received multiple roses from different people.
I received them from only one person who is my boyfriend. Wow.
Did you hear that? She has a boyfriend.
But at least don't show it if he's Romanian.
He's not Romanian and
He's not even Romanian. So all my efforts were in vain. He just doesn't care about me. Therefore, I think the song Hi Dami o Sansa will stay in the shadows and I won't release it. That doesn't matter anymore. Come on.
It's a chance.
I want to be with you.
You know that by my side you would...
Andrea Bostanica has a boyfriend and maybe it's time for me to move on. But I want to ask you to write your opinion in the comments. Is it worth releasing this song or not? Would you like to listen to it?
No one can eat as badly as you do.
Actually, Andrea can eat much more than I do because in reality, I don't eat that much.
That's false. A mistake. A lie. During filming, Addy is always the first to ask when we're eating. And if there are leftovers, like a burger or pizza, he's always there. Addy is the one who eats them in everyday life.
If you seat all the Orange Blue members together, you'll see I eat the least out of all the members. That's not true.
It's not true. It's not true.
It's not always about what you eat. My body type is endomorphic, which means all the calories I get from food are burned much more slowly. CL turns them into fat very easily. To make it easier for you to understand, if both Valeriu and I eat the same amount and the same type of food,
What's up with this guy?
it's not harder for him. Those calories and a good part of them will be turned into fat and stored on the body, but for Valeriu, he'll burn them much more easily, like all those calories. They'll simply be burned, but I, unlike you, understand that all these things are just normal for a human body.
Yes, that's true. But in order for them to be burned, you have to exercise, which Addy doesn't do. Even that treadmill has been in Addy's studio for 3 months, and he hasn't used it even once. But even so, every person decides what they want to do with their own body, and it's nobody else's business. So, Addy, just so you know, if I upset you with my jokes, I apologize. Indeed, it's a very mean thing to make jokes about someone just because of how they look.
And not ugly. Raid, even though you're skinny and I could tease you after seeing you shirtless at the pool looking like sticks.
What? I'm not made out of sticks. So what? Why did I put this puzzle here again?
I also eat some unhealthy food. I eat on the run because that's my lifestyle. I'm always running here and there. I have a lot of things to do and I can't afford to. I can't afford to make healthy food at home or go to the gym that often, although I do it whenever I really have the chance. I really try to go to the gym regularly to exercise a bit and eat a bit healthier.
Addy, I know you. I know you haven't exercised since you were in kindergarten. But I really wish you success and I encourage everyone to practice any kind of sport. This will help you become healthier, stronger, and it gives you a kind of zest for life. Hey, Tig, you have bigger breasts than everyone in Orange Blue. The same punchlines in every episode. Who wrote these jokes? Was it GT? Well, at least they have bigger breasts than everyone in Orange Blue.
It's much better than having a bigger nose than your brother.
Their exchange. My nose isn't that big, and what's with this goat? I won't shorten my nose.
It's all right. It's from too many lies he's told.
It's just like with Pinocchio, you know, when he tells a lie, his nose grows.
Addy, have you heard the saying that boys with big noses also have something else big?
So, out of 39 seconds, there were 8 punchlines directed at me, and guess what? 5 of them were about how I look. Sad, Valeriu. Really sad, really. We could do more, but let's first hear what he says about the other Orange Blue members. Maybe he was more creative with them. No, apparently he wasn't more creative. You didn't have a rhyme with Pikachu and you used Peekaboo? He moved on from Andrea but still used me for punchlines. Why, Valeriu? I thought you were dissing Orange Blue, not Addy. Or are you just afraid to lose to a girl?
Indeed, Addy noticed correctly. I didn't attack Andrea just like I didn't attack the other members. Andrea is a girl and I have a lot of respect for girls, and I don't think it's right to offend her so harshly being a guy. In other words, I tried to be a gentleman, even though at first I had much harsher options. But we'll talk about the first versions of this track in another episode.
And let me give you another biology lesson here. All farts smell, even yours, especially yours.
Yours, but my friend.
But Addy's fart smells worse. These aren't the punchlines about Andrea. Do you want to hear a punchline? Are you really that afraid of Andrea, Gian, that you just didn't want to say anything about her? Valeriu's brain doesn't seem to update info. So Valeriu, let me explain the situation with Andrea to you again in case you're still stuck in 2024. Andrea and I were never together. I've already explained it in a video on my channel. I'm not going to go into details, but even if Andrea had broken my heart, at least I'm mature enough to get over this situation. Already I have another relationship not like you, stuck on Andrea Bostanica, whom you've liked for what, how long? How long have you liked Andrea Bostanica? 4 years?
It's sad, but there's some truth in what Addie says. I've been thinking about Andrea Bostanica for 4 years and maybe it's time to let go. It really is a complicated situation, so I'm asking you to write in the comments what I should do about Andrea Bostanica.
See, it's nothing. Just be mature.
Get over it and look at Addie. Look at Addie. Again, acting like a child who hasn't gotten into kindergarten yet. He gets emotional, poor thing.
Well, of course I got emotional when I heard those sweet, syrupy, warm words, just like Andrea Bostanica's mouth. Yeah, sure, Adi, Bostanica. She whispered those words in my ear, I remember. I even hugged her at the end. I hope so. Valeriu, keep playing with your cardboard figures. Just wait, I'll show you.
Tia Andrea.
And the song Pikachu wasn't stolen by anyone. The idea for the song Pikachu was mine. I called Andrea and suggested this idea to her to do a collab together. Because Pikachu is her image and symbol, it made sense to do this song with her. She sings more on the track since a female voice suits this style better. She was featured more in the video because her style would keep viewers interested in the song.
Then why do you only sing for 10 seconds on the track?
And see, I was right. The song has 6 million views, but only 1 million on her channel.
It's not just 1 million, it's a lot. Thank you so much because the song You Pot Ace is close to 2 million views. I'm very happy about this song and the fact that you liked it.
When do you call yourself a singer? Fanny might say no, but I think she'll agree. Among Orange Blue members, Andrea is the best singer. Andrea is talented in music because she started young, takes singing lessons, and has entered competitions. Additionally, she benefits from being a girl. But Valeriu, how can you say that when you know how your voice sounds? For songs like Nua Makum, I have a studio demo recorded by Valeriu at the mic. But man, it sounds bad, like for everyone, not just him, for everyone it sounds bad, while Andrea sings the best, even without autotune and stuff like that.
Even the recorded version without any effects sounds decent in my case. Let me show you, for example, the song Fact to Cap. This is how the final version on Spotify sounds.
I make trouble on shots, I'm a disaster. My crew black belt in pre-incurs, I'm a master. And
This is how the version without recording effects sounds.
I make trouble on shots, I'm a disaster. My crew black belt in pre-incurs, I'm a master.
You see, the voices are very similar. But in your case, Adi, it's not as good. So now let's listen to the song Bara without effects by Adi. Adi doesn't know that I have access to this version.
Bora, 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 beer, beer, beer.
Bara. I don't think everything is clear. But why do you play PUBG on your phone? If you're a pilot, then add a minion.
This verse, besides the fact that it's again about me, wants to suggest that Andrea is too childish to fly a plane. And she should go back to playing PUBG on her phone to play there. And she...
For those who don't know, Andrea became popular because she played PUBG on TikTok. That's where this joke came from.
But you see, Valeriu, after she released this diss, she made another video where she said the following thing.
Andrea is a girl who has achieved a lot, because at her age, she's already flying planes. You see, I was wearing the same outfit, so...
First, she claims Andrea isn't a pilot and should quit, but later says Andrea actually flies planes and has many achievements. Don't worry, Valeriu.
Bipolarity can be treated, besides the really bad jokes she made. Andrea is a nice person and I get along very well with her. That's why I didn't want to upset her. Eugen, second, go back to Vlada, because it's not right. Andrea doesn't look like Vlada. She looks more like she's upset.
Eugen, adu înapoi pe Vlada că nu e bine. Andreea nu seamănă cu Vlada, ea mai mult seamănă cu tine.
Yes, friends, by the way, big update. Valeriu's medical results have come in and apparently he is suffering from another health problem, namely poor eyesight. Valeriu, I suggest you get an eye checkup since I missed it last time.
And that's how I wanted to start.
Azeu Andrea still doesn't resemble me, James.
This joke has a very harsh subtext. That's why I don't want to explain it here, but listen one more time and you'll understand.
Eugen, return the second one to Vlada. It's not right. Andrea looks more like you than Vlada.
Indeed, it's a bit more complicated. Adi didn't get it with his brain, which is non-existent anyway. Adi's brain is so small that even a zombie would skip it. But I'm sure you'll understand if you listen to Orange one more time.
And we've reached the chorus of the song, which honestly, after the flow and the applause, is really catchy. And thank you.
Adi, I appreciate that little detail.
Forget about YouTube, the channel won't work. Let me check a bit. At the moment I'm filming this video, the Orange Blue channel has 1.93 million subscribers. A video is posted every 3 days consistently, and pay attention, each video gets over 200,000 views in this time frame. Now let's see when Valeriu last posted, aside from this scandal. Stupid. Oops. 4 weeks ago.
Pause it. It's clearly written there. 2 days ago. 7 days ago, Adi. It says ago there. 3 days ago.
4 weeks ago, a month ago. So you're saying the Orange Blue channel is doing badly, but you post once or twice a month, but even so, are you saying your content is much higher quality?
Anyway, I admit, friends, I post videos on my channel very rarely, but that's not because I'm lazy, it's because I have a lot of other activities besides this channel. I'm working on songs, we're getting ready for our next concerts. For me, it's very important that the videos I post are also interesting. That's why I post rarely, but I do my best and I really want with all my heart to post more. I hope I can do it, so wish me luck, and if you like what I do, subscribe to the channel. That's really important to me and it helps me a lot.
So why join the Orange Blue project if the channel isn't working? Actually, the chorus should have sounded different. I had to make this song, but I'm not getting views and the channel's not working. Say Valeriu, 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 Pipilau, you are Pitilou.
It sounds like you're a wimp.
But I said less to make Valeria's song. Anyway, let's move on.
Regarding the Orange Blue project, I want to show you something. Here we have the YouTube channel statistics, and look, this is the followers graph. It was only going down until November 2022, which is exactly when I joined. Music, music, and then the graph suddenly started going up. I'm definitely not saying I deserve all the credit. The whole team deserves the credit, but it's a statistic from which we can more or less draw some conclusions. Music, but I'll say it again, I don't deserve the credit. Most of the credit goes to the Orange Blue team. Silviu, Moldova is not Mexico, calm down. And let's move on to Silviu. Moldova is not Mexico, calm down. Well, yes, Moldova is Moldova, Mexico is Mexico. What did you mean by that?
That it's not the music that leads the music. I mean Silviu, the music. Silviu is Silviu short. We can check, by the way, on the Orange Blue channel. If we look for one of the videos, Who Comes Out Last from the Circle Part 7, and look, here's the frame. Silviu is as tall as the rest of us, not noticeably shorter. Why is Valeri spreading another lie?
Adi is that annoying classmate who doesn't get any joke and gets upset over anything. If I acted like Adi, it would look something like this. And aren't you skinny like a toothpick? No, I can't be a toothpick. Because according to the theory of evolution created by Darwin, humans come from hominids. An older species is not literally Adi. It's true that Silviu is the shortest among all of us, even shorter than Andrea. He doesn't have to be as small as a garden gnome for me to make a joke about him in a diss track.
Valeriu believes being the tallest in Orange Blue means everyone else is very short like dwarfs, and he's not. That's not true.
Yes, I am Sigma, alright.
Man, you don't know any language. Silviu doesn't know any language?
Hold on.
Hello, Silviu?
Yes?
Do you need me to tell you something in your language?
Well, Adi, hello. No, sure about Sir, but Sir's problem is that Valeriu is a fool.
Oh my god, what did you just say? Yeah, I'm a fool.
Now I need you to tell me something in Russian.
I don't understand why I managed to speak in the language.
And now in English?
I'm talking, but I have to go to bed.
So we've cleared this up as well. Silviu knows a few languages. Why is there a lie here?
I think I know what Adi did. You can clearly hear that Silviu is reading this text from somewhere. You probably called beforehand and said you could give him the chance to look smart. So he agreed to appear in these phone calls.
Man, I don't know if Silviu realizes English is English, not Russian or Turkish.
Why is the Italian flag here with text in German? It's obviously a joke. I know that's the Spanish flag. You act like you know everything, but we all saw them filming with anyone when they were out of their minds.
As if that's the worst thing at Orange Blue. Maybe Silviu got an egg on his head, but at least he didn't go to the mall in a dress with painted nails and a self-inflicted broken nose in front of everyone.
Not even Batman, man. Not even Batman would have made me do something like that.
You teamed up against
Me, together with the Orange Blue team, and you're still joking about me. The war's not over yet, my friends. I said I'll pull a prank on them they won't see coming. It will be a prank 10 times better than the one they did. But to make sure you don't miss this prank, subscribe to the channel. It's going to be a really massive prank.
Eugen, seriously?
Come on, hit yourself on the head.
And finally, we move on to Eugen, the creator of the Orange Blue channel, whom Valeriu immediately attacks by pointing out that he has gray hairs on his head. But you see, gray hair doesn't appear because of age. It also appears because of stress, anxiety, and so on. Eugen, at the age of 28, has a channel with 2 million subscribers and a huge team of people behind him who simply depend on him. So it's only natural to have a lot of responsibility to be under stress and to get some gray hairs on your head.
It's confirmed that Eugen has gray hair. When he throws a firecracker in the toilet, he seems completely unstressed. So stop arguing about it.
And what are we even talking about if Valeriu is 57 years old?
I'm not 57 years old and I'm not old. No one should write in the comments that I'm old, because if even one person, just one of you, writes that, I will take serious measures.
I miss the old you. You were more interesting. Now you're into kids fashion.
Your channel is finished.
Yes, here Valeriu is referring to the fact that Eugen used to make experiment videos and so on in that area. And even now he's recognized on the street for those videos. Not just once, but several times adults have approached Eugen on the street and recognized him for that content. For example, as a child, I watched Eugen and his experiments like making radios.
I thought that's not a radio, it's a glass.
Now that I get to work on the same project with him, it's just wow for me. But on YouTube, you always have to reinvent yourself and stay flexible. And this decision to make children's content helped you too, Valeriu, to grow, right? If you don't like this content, why did you join Orange Blue?
I like to make more childish content, that's just how I am. I really love doing this, and I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. I wouldn't even want to be the president of America. If someone offered it to me, I would refuse, just so I could keep doing what I'm doing. I thank God for this opportunity and for having you all. I think I've clarified the situation, so let's move on. But if you also like what I do and want to support me, hit the like button. That really makes me very happy.
But maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe Valeriu wants to create mature content. Let's check his channel to see what kind of mature content he makes. Roblox, Minecraft, yeah. I think it was a mistake after all.
I already said I really love the content I make and I really like Minecraft and Roblox. It's normal for me to make videos about my favorite games.
You sing about money and girls, but you don't even have a girlfriend. You sing about money and girls, but you don't even have a girlfriend.
Exactly, listen.
Is the Lexus in the garage?
Yes, why?
I was just asking. So yeah, the Lexus is still in the garage, the studio is still here, I can still see you, and as of my last check, Eugen is still married.
You confirmed that Eugen has a car and a wife, we all know about that. But pay attention to what he says in his songs.
Thank you for...
It's something completely different. Now I understand where you learn to sing about things you don't have.
He's the only member of Orange Blue who doesn't have a girlfriend. Yes, Valeriu, just like you said, Adi.
You don't understand what loyalty means. I just had high hopes for a future relationship with someone like Andrea Bostanica. It's not a problem for me to win over a girl.
Yeah, so from this whole diss, I only understood one thing, namely that Valeriu only tells lies and tries to pick on us. He wanted to be a big Eminem when in fact he only ended up as a maximum Andragogat.
What's this editing?
I truly believe that the diss is very well done, both the song and the video. But let's see what you guys say in the comments instead. Let's scroll down and take a look. The best music, bro. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Well done. The song is awesome, the best song. Really awesome song.
Bravo, Valeriu!
You nailed it, Valeriu. Well done. What's going on? I think everything is clear and that what the guys from Orange Blue did was really not nice. Write in the comments what you think about the Orange Blue diss track. Is it awesome or is it pee-pee-poo-poo? I hope you've drawn your conclusions and understood that everything you put in this video are just baseless claims or even outright lies. Try to put yourselves in their situation and then in mine. I'll let you decide who is right, and I'm sure you'll see it clearly.
Now, after he released this track, we thought, well, the guy's gonna calm down. However, after a few days, we find a video on his channel titled The Whole Truth About Orange Blue. So, to summarize this video, Valeriu simply repeated the things I did and came to a conclusion, namely that he will no longer film for the Orange Blue project until someone apologizes.
Exactly, but some of the members still haven't apologized until now. Let's see what he has to say.
Now, here's the idea. I think this whole thing with the jokes has gone a bit too far.
A bit? It went way too far.
From Valeriu's perspective, and honestly, I would be upset too if someone pulled these pranks on me. All we wanted to achieve with these pranks was simply to teach Valeriu a lesson so he'd behave nicely with us. We didn't want to hurt, upset, or offend him in any way.
You just need to tell me that these things really bother you. Not pull the dumbest pranks in the entire history of pranks, okay?
I can't let this scandal go any further and lose a very important member of Orange Blue because even though Valeriu sometimes seems a bit off, he's an ambitious guy with big dreams and actually smart at times. So I want to end this here and be the one to take the first step toward this truce, and I want to apologize for all the jokes I played on you. We want you to enjoy highly entertaining videos on the Orange Blue channel. We know Valeriu is greatly appreciated by both you and us. Valeriu, I hope you forgive us and we'll meet at future shoots.
I really appreciate what Adi said at the end. But even so, Adi, shave that little mustache. You should know that we've already made up I appear regularly on the Orange Blue channel. But anyway, I'll get them back. Until then, thank you so much for watching, give me a high five, and I'll see you in the next video.
Thank you for watching!